Hello, welcome to our today's lesson. And before I proceed, I want to take a moment to wish all my supporters a happy New Year 2026, a year full of God's blessings. Before me, I have a topic that I'm going to discuss, that is multiplication of matrices. And I have four examples that I'm going to use to be able to explain this multiplication of matrices. So the first example that is before us reads, given that matrix A is equals to 2, 4, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, find 5A. 5A simply means that it is 5 times A. We're going to take 5 as the scalar, then we multiply by everything that is inside matrix A, that is the bracket, the bigger bracket. And by so doing, we'll be able to arrive at the product of what we have been given. Now, I have been doing a series of presentations under matrices, and for those who have been following me, I want to thank you so much. Do not forget to like um, the videos that you watch, because that is the best support that you can ever give to this channel. Now, 5A, like I said, simply means that it is 5 times A. That is 5 being a scalar, we multiply by matrix A. That is all the elements that is under the matrix A. That is why I have 5. 5 is outside the bracket, and everything that is inside the bracket are known as the elements. The numbers we are seeing inside here are the elements of matrix A. Now we are going to multiply 5 by each element in the matrix. So we start by saying, if we have 5, we multiply by 2, we are going to get a 2, a 5, we multiply by a 5, we multiply by 2, a 5, we multiply by 2. In such a manner, we proceed to the next column. We're going to take a 5, we multiply by a 4. We take a 5, we multiply by a 4. Then we move to the third column. We take a 5, we multiply by 2. A 5, we multiply by 2. Having done that, we want to close this bracket like this, and then we proceed to the second row, first column. We take our scalar, which is 5, we multiply by 1. Then we proceed to the second column under the second row, which is we take 5, we multiply by 0. Then we proceed to the third column under the second row, and then we multiply our scalar, which is 5, we multiply by negative 1. So let us see the kind of result that we are going to get. So if you do this multiplication very well, you discover that 5 times you discover that 5 times 2 will give you 10. 5 times 2 will give you 10. So we're going to indicate a 10 on this right hand side and say that we have a 10 here. We have a 10 under the first row, first column, and then under the second column, 5 times 4 is going to give us a 20. So we write 20 here. We have a 20. Then 5 times 2 also is going to give us a 10. It's going to give us a 10. We proceed to 5 times 1, which is going to give us 5, a 5. And 5 times 0 is going to give us a 0. Then our final result is in fact a negative 5. It is going to give us negative 5. We have negative 5. So the result is going to be a matrix of the order 2 by 3 matrix. The final result is a 2 by 3 matrix. Simply means that we have 2 rows, and how many columns? We have got 3 columns. I have done a video explaining how to identify the order of different matrices. But you can go through that video. Now that is the result for the first case. For the second case, we have been given matrix B, which is 4, -2, -1, 3, and we are supposed to find a half of B, a half of B, a half of B, just like we followed the first procedure. That is what we are going to do under the second part, by saying that a half is going to be a scalar, our scalar. So we are going to put a half outside the bracket, and then we have the elements of B, that is +4, we have -2, then we have -1, and the next one is +3. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. Also, you can say it is a square matrix. All these things have been mentioned in the video that I did earlier explaining the order of matrices. Now, if you take this a half and multiply by each element in the bracket, this is what you're going to get. So the first thing that we're going to get, it is going to be a half times what? Times 4. That is the first thing that we are going to get. The second thing that we are going to get is take a half, which is our scalar. A half we multiply by the element that is in the second column, first row, which is -2. Then we proceed to the second column. Of course, we're going to take our scalar, which is a half, we multiply by -1. Then we proceed to the second column, that is in the second row, and we are going to have a half, we multiply by +3, and then we are going to close our bracket just like this, and then give the final result for this multiplication. Now the final result is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix, which is commonly known as a square matrix. So let us do the multiplication. Let us do the multiplication here. Now, what is a half times 4? A half times 4 simply means that we're going to divide 4 by 2, which is going to give us a +2 for that case. What is a half by -2? Simply means that we are going to divide -2 by what? By 2, which is going to give us -1. The next thing is a half you multiply by -1, which is going to give us -1/2. The result is -1/2. And then for the second column is going to be a half by 3, which is going to give us 3/2. You can say which is the same as 1.5, but let us maintain this and say it is 3/2. So this is the final answer for that case. This is the final answer for that case. But if you want to make it better, you can go ahead and say, if you want to use decimals, you can go ahead and say it is 2, -1. Then you put your -0.5 here, -0.5, and then you have your 1.5 on the other side, 1.5 on the other side. So that is how we do multiplication for that second example. For the third example, we have got A being equal to 1, 2, 7, 11, and B 3, 1, 0. Find the product of A and B. Under this question, the first thing that we have to check is whether the number of columns for A equal equals to the number of columns. We have to check whether the number of columns for matrix A equals the number of rows for column B. For multiplication to take place, the number of columns for the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. That is another important point that we need to consider while doing multiplication of matrices. So let's check the order of the first matrix. The order of this matrix is in fact a 1 by what? A 1 by 4 matrix. 1 by 4. This is a 1 by 4 matrix. A 1 by 4 matrix, if I'm not wrong. Is it 4 or 3? A 1 by 4 matrix. So it is 4 because we have 1, 2, 7, and 11. So we have got 4 columns and 1 row. So this is a 1 by 4. This is this. Let me see whether. No, this is supposed to be 12. This is supposed to be 12. It's supposed to be 12 here. So this is 12, by the way. This is 12. Let me write it very well. So we have 12, we have 7 here, the middle, then we have 11, like that. So we have, this is a 1 by 3 matrix. So this is a 1 by 3 matrix. 1 by 3 matrix. Let us check on the other hand. For B, this is a 3 by 1 matrix. A 3 by 1 matrix. So we can confidently say that multiplication will go on because we have how many rows? Let's check. We have got 1 row and 3 columns. On the other side, we have 3 rows and 1 column. And for multiplication to take place, it simply means that the number of columns under the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows under the second matrix. Therefore, we are going to carry out this multiplication, and the final answer is going to give us a 1 by 1 matrix. The final result is a 1 by 1 matrix. So let's do that. We are going to take a 12. This is 7, 11. We multiply this by, we're going to multiply by 3, 1, and then 0, just like this. Is equals to, let us open the bracket like this. Then we say we are going to multiply a row by a column. That is how multiplication works. You multiply a row by a column. So we're going to take 12. We're going to take 12. We multiply by a 3 and then plus. We take a 7. We multiply by 1. Then we take 11 plus 11 times what? Times 0. Then we get the final result for this case. So the final result is going to be what? 12. For 12 times 3 is going to give us 36. We're going to get a 36. We're going to get a 36 for that case. 36. Then 36 plus 7. Then plus, of course, this is 0. This is 0. So the final answer is going to be, 36 plus 7, which is going to give us a 40 what? A 43. You see, this is a 1 by 1 matrix. A 1 by 1 matrix. Let's proceed to the last part of this presentation. Last but not least, we have been given matrix C and matrix D. Let us check whether the number of rows under the first matrix corresponds with the number. Let's check whether the number of columns in the first matrix corresponds to the number of columns in the second matrix. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. So we have to write that and say this is a 3 by 3 matrix. And this is a 3 by 1 matrix. A 3 by 1 matrix. So if you can check very well, you discover that the number of columns equal to the number of rows. So multiplication will obviously continue. So if that is the case, then we are going to say that -4, we're going to multiply -4. This is 6. We have 2 on the other side. Then we have 3, -3. Then we have 4, -5. Then 6. We have got 8. Let us close the bracket just like this. Just like this. We're going to multiply this by -2, 0, and then we have 3. Now let's see the result on the other hand. Now what is the result on the other hand? We are going to follow the same procedure by saying it is a row by a column. So we are going to do multiplication just like this. Just like this. You multiply a row by what? By a column. And remember, our end result, the result that we're going to get is going to be a 3 by 1 matrix. It is a 3 by 1 matrix. So let us start by taking -4. We multiply by -2. Then we proceed plus 6 times 0, then plus 2 times 3. Very well. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to move to the second row. So we're going to have 3, you multiply by -2, then plus -3, you multiply by 0, then plus 4, +4, you multiply by 3. Then under the third row, we're going to take -5, you multiply by -2, then plus 6, you multiply by 0, then plus 8, you multiply by 3. Just like this, just like this. Now, having done that multiplication, now let us get the result for that case. -4 by -2 will give us a positive, so we have +8 here. Then 6 by 0 is 0. Then 2 by 3 is 6. So the answer is this is a negative. Remember, negative times a negative are positive, so we're having +8. Then plus what? Plus 6, which is going to give us 14. It's going to give us a 14. So we're going to get a 14 here. 14. Let us proceed to the next one. This is 3 by -2 shall get -6, then plus -3 by 0 is 0, then 4 by 3 is 12. So we have -6 plus what? Plus 12, which is going to give us what? A +6. +6. We shall get +6. Then for the last column, -5 by -2 will give us +10. Then 6 by 0 is 0. Then 8 by 3 is 24. So if you add 10 to 24, you're going to get 34. You're going to get 34. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video to as many of your friends as possible. Most importantly, do not forget the law that I mentioned under multiplication of matrices. You can only multiply matrices. You can only multiply. You can only carry out multiplication of two matrices if the number of columns under the first matrix equals to the number of rows under the second matrix. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.